And we start in the city of Cape Town, where the Disaster Risk Management Centre says that officials and volunteers have been activated to assist the fire services to coordinate relief efforts in the Silvermine section of the Table Mountain National Park, and that's between Tokai and Noordhoek in the Southern Peninsula. The fire broke out on Friday. Vanessa Puna is there standing by to give us an update. Vanessa, good morning. And of course, spoke to Joel Guy this morning because we're hoping that the weather conditions would at least be able to assist that situation. But greater deployment, please bring us up to speed with the latest.
Yes, good morning to you. And I'm at the Lakeside Fire Station here in the South Peninsula this morning with Jermaine Carlson, who's the spokesperson for the City of Cape Town's Fire and Rescue Services. This, of course, is the Incident Command Centre for this fire and also the drop-off spot for donations. We've seen donations streaming in this morning for those fire people who are on the front lines battling this blaze. We do know that there have been evacuations. You've said so just now, just almost 200 households that have been evacuated. And just for an update in terms of what had happened overnight, we'll speak to Jermaine to get the latest, but we do know that one firefighter has sustained injuries. Jermaine, good morning to you. Of course, you have had your hands full over the past 2 days in terms of this fire. First, let's start with the injury to the firefighter. What had transpired and what is the condition at this point in time?
Yeah, I think the firefighter sustained injury late last night, just after midnight, and she was taken to a nearby hospital. They're taking good care of her, obviously, and we're monitoring that situation.
So this fire started on Friday. We understand that it flared yesterday due to weather conditions. What is the status and what had transpired overnight?
Yeah, as you alluded to, it started on Friday evening about 9:30, I think, and then on Saturday it took a turn for the worst. The wind came up, the fire jumped over Ou Kaapseweg, and now we're sitting with a fire that stretches the long side from Tokai all the way up to Fishoeklo Valley, Kalk Bay area, and then on the other side down to Noordhoek side. But we've got an extensive amount of firefighters on scene, not only city firefighters, but Table Mountain National Parks, NCC, as well as volunteer wildfire services. So this is a collaboration of different agencies working towards a common goal to extinguishing this blaze. And hopefully the weather aids us today. We've got cooler weather this morning, but I think later on when the mist evaporates, then we will have our hands full with the wind obviously changing as well.
Yesterday, fire aerial bombing taking place. What's expected with helicopters today?
Yes, with First Light, they've made an assessment. 4 choppers are on standby. Yesterday it was 5 choppers that was water bombing through the entire day. But today with First Light, Table Mountain National Park will make an assessment and then they'll start with water bombing the areas.
And then we know that there have been evacuations of Noordhoek Manor, those 48 frail care residents as well. Have there been any further evacuations overnight in terms of the areas that have been affected by heavy smoke, etc.?
Yeah, no, there were no further evacuations. Only the estates, the residents on the estates of Barnyard as well as Silverstein, they took it upon themselves to evacuate that area. But I think they're back at their homes.
And then finally, Jermaine, just one question. We understand that a vehicle caught alight in the Silvermine parking area. Was just the single vehicle and any other damage reported to properties at this stage?
Yeah, no, that was the only damages. That would be at Silvermine Gate 1. I think it's 9 or 10 vehicles and 2 motorbikes. And we obviously urge the owners of those vehicles to come to Lakeside Fire Station so that we can get that on record for them.
So in terms of today, fire crews out already?
Yeah, no, they've been there since the early dawn of yesterday. We have a shift change at 9 o'clock, so we're trying to demobilize and have enough vehicles there and the crews going back to the station and fresh crews coming on at 9.
Thank you so much for the update, Jermaine Carlson, of course, there from the City of Cape Town's Fire and Rescue Services, just giving us an update on that blaze which is currently burning in parts of Table Mountain National Park and keeping us abreast of what the latest developments are.
Well, thank you so much, Vanessa Puna, there for us out in Cape Town.